Hey, what's up soldiers? My name's GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. So today guys, we're going to be ranking all of the classic Gobblegums in Black Ops 4 Zombies from worst to best. Now I asked on Twitter to tell me what your favorite classic Gobblegum was, and I ended up getting a response for every single Gobblegum at least once, which made it super easy for me because I was able to tally up all the votes and actually conform a list that was from your votes. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and also follow me on Twitch. It will be the top link in the description. Without further ado guys, let's jump right into the list. Coming in at the number 15 spot as one of the worst Gobblegums in Black Ops 4 Zombies, if not the worst of the classics, is going to be NoToni and Negation. Now this is a whimsical Gobblegum, so I can kind of understand because it doesn't really help you that much. It literally just makes zombies fall straight up for 25 minutes straight. Now we did see this Gobblegum in Black Ops 3 and it was actually really funny because you could do some awesome stuff with it. The zombies would get stuck on the wall, so it continues to be the exact same thing in Black Ops 4. I'm kind of glad they brought this one back, but at the same time it doesn't really help you at all, which is kind of disappointing. So that's why it comes in at the number 15 spot as the worst classic Gobblegum on the list. Coming in at the number 14 spot is going to be obviously another classic Gobblegum, and this time it is going to be Always Done Swiftly. Now this one is unlocked as soon as you start playing Black Ops 4 Zombies, and it doesn't really help you at all whatsoever. So what it has is it allows you to walk faster while aiming, raise and lower your weapon to aim more quickly. So to me, this is basically quick draw. I don't understand why anyone would want to use this. It would be really helpful if it was like in multiplayer, but other than that, I don't see that helping at all whatsoever, because literally if you're gonna have already quick draw on and you ADS, it's going to be, you know, less than a second. Now if you use this, maybe it will be a little, like a quarter of a second faster, but that's not going to help you in a zombies game. It's not going to help you in the Easter egg. It's really not going to help you at all. So I don't see this one being beneficial, and that's why it comes in at the number 14 spot. You guys agreed with me on Twitter. This thing is not worth using at all. Coming in lightning fast, the number 13 spot is Pop Shocks. What this does is melee attacks trigger an electrostatic discharge, electrocuting nearby zombies. So the thing about this one is it only allows you to knife zombies 5 times and add that electric effect on them. Now you can chain multiple zombies, which is really nice about it, but the thing about Black Ops 4 is this Gobblegum actually sucks because it was actually a mega in Black Ops 3. You could one melee knife Margwas, Panzers, basically all of the boss zombies, and it worked wonders. It was super good. And now you can't knife Brutus, you can't knife any of the Marauders, you can't knife any of the Knights. It doesn't help you at all whatsoever. You can't even knife the Stokers on Voyage. So I mean, to me this just does not make sense. They nerfed the hell out of it and it's not even useful in the game now, so it comes in at the number 13 spot. Coming in at the number 12 spot guys is going to be Now You See Me. Now what this does is all zombies will chase you for 15 seconds. So this ends up making the zombies a little bit faster. If you only have walkers, they're actually going to chase you. So this can be good in a co-op game if you're playing with 2 of your friends and one friend goes to revive your friend that went down and you're kind of like there. You want all the zombies to chase you instead so that there's no problems when reviving. You can pop this and it will work well for that. But the only thing about it is it doesn't really have any uses solo. Now one use that I have found for solo though was actually doing the Project Scotty Easter egg on Classified. Now what this is going to do is when you go to Area 51, you can pop this and chances are it will speed up the zombies that spawn in and they'll run and chase you. But like I said, it only lasts for 15 seconds, so it's not going to be super helpful, but it may help out a little bit and speed up the zombies spawning and things like that. So unfortunately, Now You See Me comes in at the number 12 spot, basically towards the bottom of the list. Coming in at the number 11 spot, guys, is going to be point drops. Now, what this is going to do is allow you to drop 500 points as a power up. So this is actually super beneficial overall because you can actually use this Gobblegum over and over. Every 5 seconds it recharges, so you don't have to wait a long time like all the other ones, which is a huge problem with Black Ops 4 still. Unfortunately, I think they made it a little bit less time, but still it doesn't really recharge that fast. Now, the good thing about point drops is this works great if you're doing Easter eggs or you have an excess of points and you want to give your friends some points so you can pack a punch and things like that. It's going to work absolutely great. Now, the only thing that kind of sucks about this one is a lot of people at first, when the game first came out, you could drop 500 points, get a double points, and get 1,000, and they ended up patching that literally on the first day of launch, which is kind of disappointing. I think you can still do it in local, but other than that, it doesn't really help out that much. So overall, it was a good idea, and I like how you can share points and it recharges after 5 seconds, which is really nice, but it isn't extremely useful, especially if you're playing solo. It's actually not going to help you at all whatsoever. Coming in at the number 10 spot, and a lot of people actually ended up voting for this one, is going to be anti-entrapment. Now, what this is going to do is it makes the player immune to any trap damage, which is super good. Now, when I play Rush, it is one of the funniest things when you activate a trap and the other players end up going inside the trap and downing. It is hilarious. So what I usually like to do is activate a trap and I run anti-entrapment and I just stand in the middle of the trap and everyone else is like, why is this guy going there? And then they try to do it and it just doesn't work. It's absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest things in the game. So it has to be pretty high up on the list. It comes in at the number 10 spot out of 15, so I guess it's still not that great, but it's hilarious nonetheless. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be head scan. Now, what this does is headshots have a chance to insta kill and it lasts for 2 minutes. So this can actually work great on some of the boss zombies, which is really helpful. As you can see in the gameplay, I'm killing a marauder and a knight at the same time using only headshots, which actually seems to have killed them a little bit faster. Now, I did have a pack-a-punch gun, so I don't really know if it helped too much, but I know for a fact it works well on zombies. You can use a gun that is unpack-a-punch like a strife and get like insta kill headshots really easily, even on later rounds when you're using this. So it definitely is a really good Gobblegum. I feel like not a lot of people use it. Well, I'm a freaking idiot. I just realized I've been saying Gobblegums the entire video instead of elixirs, so I apologize, guys. The rest of the video I'll say elixirs. Coming in hot at the number 8 spot, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb, is Burned Out. I'm sorry for the bad pun, guys. I apologize. I suck at making puns, but what Burned Out does is the next time you take melee damage, nearby zombies burst into flames. So this actually works for 3 hits. So you can take a hit with a horde of zombies around you, it'll burn all of them. Now, for me, like, it's really good if you're reviving a teammate or something, but I just like to run into zombies and watch them burst into flames. Personally, that's my favorite part about Burned Out. I don't find it that useful myself, but apparently a lot of you guys liked it and that's why you voted for it. So Burned Out comes in hot at the number 8 spot. Coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be stock option. And now, instead of the ammo being taken from your magazine, when stock option elixir is activated, it's actually going to be taken from your stockpile instead. So this is super useful because you don't have to reload. So this can help you for a multitude of different reasons, especially in like a boss fight where you're using a weapon that you need to reload a lot. You actually won't have to reload, which is really nice, unless you run out of ammo, of course. So this one had to be pretty high up on the list, and it comes in for me at the number 7 spot, as well as you guys. Good job. Coming in at the number 6 spot is another Gobblegum that was nerfed like crazy, and that is Aftertaste. Now, what it does is it allows you to keep all your perks after being revived. Now, the thing that sucks about it in Black Ops 4 is it only lasts for 5 minutes or 1 down, whereas in Black Ops 3, it lasted forever until you went down, which was way better. So it kind of sucks that it got nerfed, and only 5 minutes isn't really that great, but I guess it's good if you're about to go into a boss fight or something. it will keep you alive a little bit longer. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Arsenal Accelerator. Now what this is going to do is allow you to charge your special weapon faster. Now it only lasts for 2 minutes. I think it should go until your weapon is fully charged, but at the same time I can understand why it only lasts for 2 minutes. Now honestly, I don't really think this one actually helps that much. It may help increase it by like 5%, maybe 10, but that's about it. I don't see it making a huge difference, especially when you're killing like boss zombies. Like as you can see in the gameplay, it's not really going up that much after killing some of the knights on 9. So I don't see this being a huge help, but I guess a lot of people really like it. Otherwise it wouldn't have come at the number 5 spot, so that's why it's there. Now coming in at the number 4 spot, and the remaining 4 is literally what I use the most anyways, so I'm glad you guys agree, is going to be equipment. Now equipment is really helpful. So what it's going to do is refresh cooldown on equipment. So for example, if you have frag grenades and you use all your frag grenades, you're gonna get the full amount again. Same thing with Wraith Fire, which is really nice. All that stuff, it's going to refresh it completely, so it's really good if you're doing like get 6 equipment kills on 9. You can just use equipment, pop it, and you'll get all your special grenades refilled, which is really nice. And this also works on the homunculus as well as monkeys. So for homunculus, for example, in the boss fight, it's going to be super helpful. It's really nice. So it had to be pretty high up on the list, and it comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, my favorite Gobblegum in Black Ops 4 Zombies is going to be Temporal Gift. Now what this is going to do is last for 5 minutes, and it allows all power-ups to last longer. They're not going to last for 5 minutes, but they're going to last a lot longer, which is super beneficial. I believe it is double the time. So for example, with double points for fire sales, for insta kills, this is super helpful, and it has been one of the most beneficial Gobblegums to run, whether you're doing speed runs, going for high rounds, doing Easter eggs, anything. It's going to help you out a ton. So I recommend that you guys run it every single time you play Black Ops 4 Zombies. So it comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be Nowhere But There, and what this is going to allow you to do is teleport to a down player's location. This is super helpful overall, and personally I think this is a great classic Gobblegum. I know a ton of people use it when they play co-op. It's great for doing Easter eggs or playing with people who aren't as good as you and things like that, and even public matches it's going to work out great. So I think this is definitely a great classic Gobblegum that a lot of people like, and I commend Treyarch. This is probably the best new Gobblegum they made at all in Black Ops 4 Zombies. So big props to Treyarch. We got to give them props here and there, you know, besides the blue screens and hate and all that stuff. But overall, it comes in at the number 2 spot. You guys seem to really like it as well. And coming in at the number 1 spot is also another great classic Gobblegum for Black Ops 3, and that is Anywhere But Here. Now what this is going to do is instantly teleport to a random location. A concussive blast knocks away any nearby zombies, keeping you safe. Now this is a great Gobblegum if you get stuck in a tricky situation, or if you're doing an Easter egg and want to get to spawn really fast and hope that you get there. It's a really good shot in the dark, and maybe you'll get lucky, maybe you won't. I know a lot of people have used this Gobblegum for a bunch of speedruns in Black Ops 3 for like classic, for example. Now, like for example, if you go back in time on like the Rise and Drac, and then you're down at the rocket, but you need to go and like enter the code for the safe, you can use Anywhere But Here, and maybe you'll get right next to where you enter the code. You could get lucky, or you could end up teleporting 2 feet in front of you or 2 feet behind you, and it works exactly the same in Black Ops 4. Sometimes when I'm doing, for example, like the Simon Says thing on the different generators, they're in the generator room. After I pick up the key card, I can activate Anywhere But Here, and maybe I'll land near spawn, which is really helpful. And sometimes I'll just end up going even farther away or somewhere that doesn't help at all. So it's definitely a great Gobblegum, and I understand why a lot of people put it at the number 1 spot. So anyways guys, that is going to be the list ranking all of the classic Gobblegums in Black Ops 4 Zombies from worst to best. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and follow me on Twitch. Top link in the description. I will see you guys all there. Have an amazing day and peace out. Big shout out to all my Twitch subscribers as well. I'm gonna speed this up so it's gonna go really fast. Gucci Gang, Bang, Chang, Lang, The Only Flame, Conan Spaghetti, Murphy, Steady, Arcline, Lava Candy, Nazam, Chase, Brawling You, Acid Visions with the Tier 2, Parquet, Piano Key, Nuts, Papa, Kyra version 2, Blue Phillies 14, Dan from McDonald's, Self Raps, Barbershop, Echo, Dark Ranger, Soccer Balls, NJ Polak, Kaloon, Frank, Sofa, and Snorlax Sniper. Thank you guys so much.